Hey guys! Alright. Number 1 day off. Yay! Out of 3. Okay, so hope everybody had a good night. Mine wasn't too bad. It was kind of antsy towards the end because there was a gap in the schedule last night. But that's what happens when corporate does its schedules. I was scheduled out at 10, and Wayne, my relief, wasn't scheduled in until 11:45. So I had to get a hold of the managers, or try to. And the assistant manager, Elena, she finally got a hold of Wayne and told him he had to come in because our ride was already there and it was one of the older guys from our church. And I wasn't staying until midnight. Just wasn't doing it. Anyway, but that's what happens when corporate does the schedules. Because they suck. Anyway, but other than that, my night was pretty good. Yes, pretty good. And didn't have too bad of a day at work. Andrew's supposed to come over today to repot his coconut tree. As a small coconut tree, it's probably about like that. Maybe about 14 inches tall. It's actually pretty cool looking. Anyway, I started cutting my pumpkin because Thanksgiving is right around the corner and I want to be able to make a fresh pumpkin pie. So this is what I do with it, guys. Put it all in there. I literally just started to cut it. I'm going to fill up my pot, fill up my pan, and it's probably going to take, it might take 2. I might fill both of those up twice. But I'm going to cook it down and then put it in quart Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. So, that way we'll be able to have fresh pumpkin pies made out of fresh pumpkin. We also just got some food given to us, and we got 2 cans of pumpkin. But I think I'm just going to put that up with our veggie stuff and just hold that for some other time. Sorry. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy, dreary down here. It's not raining or anything, but it's not really cold. It's just, it's sleepy weather. Cranberry juice. Cran grape. Actually, no, cranberry. Anyway, so 18 days in, no pop. So I'm on a roll and I'm doing good. I've only got 3 more days till it's 3 weeks. And I'm like there on that habit. So just gonna keep going. Keep rolling with it. So feeling good. I'm feeling good and I like the way things are going. I'm continuously trying to eat healthy. I don't really do dairy. Sorry, you guys. I don't really do dairy. Not now. I have some cheese every once in a while, but that's about it. On a little bit of yogurt here and there, but that's about it. I don't do milk. I've been buying almond milk. There isn't really any updates on the property. We're kind of hanging on a string on the investment. I haven't been able to put anything on it again. I'm hoping that I can get enough money on there to be able to put 100 on there pretty soon. Hopefully Monday. I don't want them to close my account or anything. I don't see how they could do that because I've got $2,200 invested in it. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how that stuff works. Not really. Anyway, so I've had so much stuff going on. I still have to get a hold of the guy in the other trailer park. Haven't had a chance to do that yet, really. I've just been trying to get things started and get things done, and 3 days off is awesome, but it goes too quick, just like everything else. Got a corner to clean out here, a corner to clean out there. Got to start going through things in case we do move, which I'm really hoping we can. I've got to see if I can at least go down and talk to him at least by tomorrow. So, but I'll keep you guys updated on that and go from there. So, today's video is, I think, number 16 on the mini-series for Beekeeping for Beginners. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I have notifications. And they annoy me. So, getting rid of them. Okay, I think that's it. No, there was one more. Okay. Yeah, this is number 16. Little mini series on getting started, or under getting started. I know this is taking a long time, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get a lot of videos out today. I know I want to get through this too. So I'm just anxious to get to some of the other ones. So I might actually, like, once we get through the getting started topic on this, I'll introduce what the next one's going to be. And then I think I'm going to have us take a break from the beekeeping, since it is taking so long, and I'll start the next one. Because otherwise we're going to end up with like 300 videos on beekeeping, and yeah. People are just going to be kind of like, okay, that's enough. We've heard it all. Okay, yeah. So, anyway. Alright. So this one is on frugal beekeeping, how to cut costs. I'm actually going to see if we can get through this today. So, be prepared for a lot of videos. Anyway, here goes. Number 16. Have you often thought about keeping bees but were discouraged by the high setup costs? No, because it's either going to be the investment, which is what I'm hoping for, or our income taxes. One way or the other. And we should be able to get a camper trailer. So our income taxes, I don't care if I have to find somebody that's selling a vehicle for $500 and go with that and just keep it fixed. And then just start getting our stuff. So, one way or the other, we'll be on that property this spring. Frugal beekeeping is possible if you cut some corners. The price tag can cause sticker shock to anyone who looks into buying equipment and bees. The flow hives are expensive, keeping many potential beekeepers from jumping into this highly rewarding hobby and small business. Most people are very surprised at the costs, some obvious like equipment, but others like sugar and bees, which aren't so obvious. There are 3 categories that you will be spending money on. Number 1, housing and care of bees includes hives, bodies, frames, inner and outer covers, supers. All these can last for years with regular care, like keeping your equipment painted. Cost for hive equipment averages around $200 for each hive, depending on the hives you get. Cost of bees, a nuke, NUC, or a package. I'm not going with a package. These vary by region, and the cost of a nuke, again, NUC, a beehive in miniature, but easier for beginners, is more expensive than a package. I don't want to go with packages. I just don't. Maintenance and... Okay, sorry. Number 1 was housing and care. Number 2 was the cost of hive... No, never mind. Number 2 is the cost of bees. Number 3 is maintenance and operation. Equipment. A smoker, bee suit, sugar, frame lifters, a bee brush, entrance reducers, smoker fuel, varroa treatments, pollen supplements, the list goes on. Okay. Ways to save. State grants. I didn't know this. Check with your local state to see if they are giving out grants to start up hives. I am going to do that. For example, in Virginia, in the past few years, residents at least 18 years of age who either purchase a new hive or purchase materials or supplies to construct a new hive may apply for a grant from a beehive grant fund. Each grant tops out at $200 per hive, not to exceed $2,400 per individual per year. That would help. Here in Maryland, there is no such program, but you might luck out. I'll check it out. You never know. Doesn't hurt to check. Buy a beginning startup package. Checking Better Bees catalog, a basic startup for one assembled hive is $365, which includes the woodenware, hive bodies, smoker, frames, feeder, hive tool, gloves, helmet, and veil, everything you need to get started. Notice that a suit is not included. I save on this added expense by purchasing a zip-up full-coverage painting suit from Home Depot. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I want the fully ventilated suit because I don't want to get stung. It works fine. The startup package is cheaper than if you bought everything separately. Do not try to save on equipment by buying used hives. These can harbor diseases and have traces of chemicals used by a previous beekeeper. Buy fresh hives and you will save a little by putting them together yourself instead of buying ready-made, already assembled. Another place to save significantly is in the style of a hive being chosen. A top bar hive, which is much simpler in design than a Langstroth, with files like a file drawer, can be considerably less expensive. It also requires a different way of managing and keeping bees alive through a long, cold winter. And there's that picture with a top bar hive. So top bar hive is more economical. Another cost savings is foregoing buying a ready-to-go hive stand and setting your hives up on concrete block or recycled pallets. I'm just gonna make a complete stand area with cement blocks. Bees. There are 3 ways to obtain bees: a package, a nuke, or catching a swarm. I'm not gonna try to catch a swarm first thing. I'm gonna buy the nuke. It's a little more expensive, but as you know from the other videos, it's the best way to go. A swarm is obviously the cheapest way, but one of the hardest. If you are listed on a Beekeepers Club swarm collection list, this is the easiest way to get a swarm. So sign up at the local beekeepers organization where you can get other tips from experienced beekeepers, I have caught many swarms, but mostly from my own bees on my own property. Number 2, a package. I will not do this. A package is generally 2 or 3 pounds of bees with a separately caged queen which must be moved into a waiting hive. A package from Better Bee goes for $124 this spring. This is the least expensive way, but don't expect to get honey in the first year. A nuke. A nuke is a small working beehive in miniature, busy drawing comb and tending to eggs and larvae, and a proven queen working to expand the colony. That's what I'm going with. All in a small hive-like box. At Better Bee, a spring 5-frame nuke runs $175, which is not that bad. And an overwintered one, which would be more established, is $236. That might be an even better way to go. A spring nuke is the way I like to start, as you are more likely to get honey the first year, and the overwintered nukes are just too expensive, okay? Yeah, that's not too bad. A package of bees can be mailed to you. Not going to go with a package. Okay, feeding. Knowing the expense of purchasing bees, then you are really going to try like heck to keep them alive through fall and winter by feeding them. And that means buying a lot of sugar, like 50 pounds or more per hive per year. Go to my post on feeding bees to find out the best way to feed bees, okay? It's not my post, obviously. I'm just reading this again, sharing the information. Mixing up sugar fondant for winter feeding. And we're dealing with glare. Window, sorry guys, it's not working very well. There we go. I'm always planting flowering shrubs and perennials that bloom on the shoulder seasons, late fall into winter and early spring, so they have something to feed from. But from mid-December on, for about 7 weeks, I have little to nothing in the garden, so figure in the expense of buying plants or even better, seeds to improve the bees' habitat. That's what I want to do. I created a meadow garden around my beehives using mostly seed instead of plants. See? Feeding bees sugar water in the spring. Notice I set my hives on pallets and on blocks. Extraction. The big elephant in the room is extraction equipment. These can run big bucks. Extractors run anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for hobbyists, more for commercial operations. Not to mention heated knives for uncapping tanks, food-grade buckets with gate valves and strainers. Rent instead of buy your extractor, okay? An economical way to extract is to rent an extractor and knife, $10 for my bee club. Use a food quality plastic container for the uncapping tank, and a paint strainer from Home Depot. Interesting. A perfect frame of uncapped honey sitting in an uncapped tank. Using a mesh paint strainer for your collection. Use a mesh paint strainer for your collection bucket. Rewards. The ultimate goal for beekeepers is honey and wax. Be prepared to buy bottles, bears, labels, and honeycomb forms, chunk comb to bottle and package everything. I do prefer glass over plastic, and you can save quite a bit by sticking with plastic bottles. I sell to friends only after checking out my local farmer's market. A food license would cost me over $100 before renting a space at the market. As a hobbyist, it just isn't worth selling it commercially. Any profits that I realize from selling my honey or wax is plowed right back into buying bees or new equipment because I love my bees. Bottles and labels are expensive. We're going to go with glass jars. Okay, so that was it for that one. Okay. But yeah, I think after I get through with this particular title, the first title, I think I'm going to get into another one so we can work on getting some different ones out there. And then after I do that a little bit, I'll go back to the beekeeping and maybe throw in a few beekeeping videos a week. So there's a mixture instead of 1,000 videos on beekeeping. So, because it's not just a beekeeping channel, it's a homesteading channel. So, alright. But that was all for that one, and I'm going to go ahead and get this one up there. And again, if anyone is interested in the Peppermint Charcoal Detox Facial Bar, please let me know. No charge. I have not put that in another bag yet. No charge. Yes, they are leftover, but they are still good. They still work great. They're still awesome. They leave your skin feeling amazing. They detox your pores, get all the crud out of it. And the longer you use them, the better your skin the better your skin will be. So, they're made from goat's milk soap base, the double butter soap base, and activated charcoal and peppermint extract. That is it. There's nothing else in it. So, just let me know if you want one, and I will get with you and get all the information and get it sent to you. So, I'm going to get this video up, and you guys let me know. Please like the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel, share the videos to your friends, homesteading friends, people that you think might like the videos, share them, recommend the channel, and I will get this video out there and see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.